This is Chris Anson, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to use ND filters when you're shooting video on your DJI drone. Now I'm using an Inspire 2, so there'll be some things on the screen that aren't on your drone, unless you're flying an Inspire 2, but the concept is the same. So follow along and let's see what we can do. So I'm in video mode, and as you can see, this picture is quite blown out, overexposed. I want to shoot this at an f4, so the question is how can I do that? I also am shooting 24 frames a second, and I want to keep the shutter speed at a 50th. So I can't change anything. If I change my ISO, it's only going to get brighter. What we need to do is figure out how many stops does our ND filter have to be to give me the exposure that I'm looking for. So let's take a look. To get this into exposure, we're going to look at the histogram, and I'm going to plop that right in the center of the screen, and you can see the image as well. So we'll look at both of them. And so you can see what I'm doing more clearly. I'm going to bring this up, and you can see that our aperture is at f4. So I'm going to just grab the aperture and I'm going to slide it until the histogram begins to look the way I want. And I'm also going to look at the image and see what's going on there. So it's going to take an aperture of 16 to do what I want, but I want to shoot at an aperture of f4. So what do we do? Well, these are a third of a stop. So if I count down from here, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Since they're a third of a stop, if I divide 12 by 3, I get 4. And that tells me that I need to put on a 4-stop ND filter. The 4-stop ND filter is also called a 1.2, and this should give me 4 stops of light reduction. So I'm going to go ahead and put that filter on so you can see what the impact is. So when you are changing or adding ND filters to your drone, it's a really good idea to turn your drone off so that you don't damage the gimbal when you're taking the ND filter on or off. So now I'm going to start the drone up again. And as you can see, we're in pretty good shape here. We're overexposed about 0.3, which is good. I might actually open this up just a touch more with that filter. Let's see what 3.5 looks like. And that's probably what I'm going to shoot. I'm shooting D-Cine-like, and I typically want to be a little overexposed when I'm doing that. Not much. So it could be, 3.5, 4.0. So this gets me really close to the aperture that I wanted to use. I can leave the shutter speed and ISO alone. And so you can see that you can get close to the ND filter that you want, and then you'll fine tune with your f-stop. So there you go. That's how you use ND filters to maintain the shutter speed, the f-stop, and the ISO that you want to shoot at. I hope that you found this video helpful. Enjoy yourself, fly, and have fun.